Today I want to talk to you about being in business. I love my Yashica. That thing is awesome, dude. Let's talk about being in business. I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about how I have been doing this now for over 23 years. And it's weird to say that because most businesses that old have much older people working these businesses, especially the owner. Well, I was only 23 when I started my business, so I'm very blessed to be at the age I am with that kind of experience behind me. But let's talk about staying in business. What does it honestly take to stay in business? First things first, let's talk about the three things every starting business needs to do. First thing, proper pricing structure. If you're selling, whether you're selling just your services, whether you're selling images on a digital flash drive or even just a download, if you are like me and you're a full service studio selling everything from prints to gallery wraps to beautiful albums, you need to have the correct pricing structure. That is very important. And if you don't know how to do that, basically, let's just do something simple. Let's just have a quick little conversation about this, okay? My wife Elizabeth and I are pretty hardcore on our quality, and we're always looking for partnerships with companies that deliver really good quality, that our clients know that when they buy from us, the book is not gonna come undone anything within a year's time because the cheap glue was made for the cover. That's not how these albums are made. These things are made to last generations. They really are. So delivering that type of quality also has a price tag on it. For me, it's called expensive. So the problem is delivering high quality products has to be priced at a certain price range, high enough to where if you have any mistakes when you are sending them to your lab or your album company and they come back and there's a mistake on your gallery wrap that you forgot to do, you forgot to delete something in the background, oh, I didn't see that pimple, I didn't see that bruise on the leg, I don't know how I didn't see that, she mentioned it and I didn't take a note, you're not going to call your client and see if they notice. It's not what you do. What you do when you're the best, when you want everybody to know that your quality is the best in town, they deserve your 100% effort and your best version of you. So we are constantly looking at something that comes back from the lab, and if I see something I missed, I have to recognize that I'm human and redo it with the fix, and when it comes back correctly, that's what we deliver to our clients. The other one either becomes a sample at the studio or we just throw it away. So what goes into your pricing structure is you need to be making enough profit to where if you had a mistake that you had to redo, are you still making profit? So consider this, no matter what product you're looking at, if you had to redo something one time, that profit margin from what you're charging after your redo is what your profit margin really is. Now, when you get it right, that's fabulous. Then you have your full profit margin, which is wonderful. But we're talking about staying in business, not barely, staying in business. There's a lot of orders that I get right the first time, and yay me. We have not raised our pricing structure in quite some time, honestly, and it's because we're priced correctly. We're priced to where I can have small failures and still have a positive result because it's not going to put me out of business. Remember, it's all about staying in business. All right, number 2, your personal branding. Now this goes with any business. Any business is developing a brand. Now a lot of these businesses that you know of, like Smoothie King, Subway, Domino's, Pizza Hut, 7-Elevens, the first version of this product, this business, becomes a franchise chain. So the branding is already built from corporate, and then it branches off, and then you're buying into that brand. When you're an entrepreneur like me, you are creating that brand. So if you have the chance to have these discussions with you and your wife or your husband or your partners or, you know, whatever it is, your investors, whatever it is, it's very, very important to know what you want your brand to be when you open your doors. Because sticking to what you want your brand to be is highly, highly important. Highly important. Because it becomes what you are known for. So here at GK Photography, my color is this kind of orange. Hold on. I even have tissue when we wrap when we put all of our prints in a nice box. Our wedding clients have a really nice bag, which this tissue is in. Our wallets have a nice little mesh orange little baggie, and when you go on my website you may see a little bit of that color, definitely on my blog. So that's just a color, that's just some sort of eyesight recognition as far as that. So see, touch, taste, you know, experience. So here's what I want you to do about your brand. Think about those senses. When they see you anywhere, whether it's your logo, whether it's your colors, maybe it's you working a job, how are you dressing? You know, how do you work? What is your experience with referrals? Are people dying to work with you? All of that is part of your site, you know. As far as smell goes, when you walk into the studio, do you have any candles burning? Do you smell any incense? Do you have a musty smell and it smells like you're not clean? You know what I'm talking about. We've all been to restaurants where it's like, what the heck is that smell? All of that goes into it. So the third thing that I want you to know that every business should know, honestly, is always stay true to yourself. You're gonna succeed. Hopefully you don't take too much advantage of that and become, you know, an arrogant you know what. The best thing you can do is stay humble and stay true to yourself and treat everybody as if you were the client. How do you want to be treated when you go somewhere? There's a big reason why Lexus and BMW, wait, back up to Lexus. Y'all do know Lexus is a division of Toyota, right? Lexus is their upgraded brand. And they brand it completely separately from Toyota, but it's the same company. It's amazing, isn't it? Now that you think about that, now you think about leather and sleek lines and expensive, and you probably can't afford that vehicle. Well, same thing goes for you being an entrepreneur. All of that matters. So the cool thing for me doing this for as long as I have is that now I'm getting phone calls from past brides of my first 5 years in business, which is wild. And their daughters and sons are now high school seniors and I'm doing their portraits. Or I will get phone calls from people out the blue from a long time ago and it's for their company party or they got a convention in town. Do you do event work? Yes, I do. And it blows me away how when I speak to those people from so long ago, I feel like not much time has actually passed because they are who they are. I know who they are from 20 years ago, and I can always tell they're pleasantly surprised to hear the smile and laughter in my voice. I'm always excited to hear from them, and I really do love my job. But I am always gonna progress. I am always gonna stay in the front. I am always gonna stay creative because I get bored with myself. I do. Look at weddings I did just 3 years ago and I'm not shooting all the way like that anymore. And I love that. I love that about photography. That's why I chose this as a career. I knew I could do so many things with photography. And one of the biggest questions I used to get when I was a younger dude was, what do you want to specialize in? I'm like, what do you mean? And you're like, you know, what do you want me known for? And I'm like, I'm a photographer, I'm a people person. If you learn how the camera works and how light works, shouldn't you be able to do almost anything? And these older guys would always tell me, yeah, but if you're a wedding photographer, you don't want to be known for weddings and doing commercial work. My question was always why? I was just always ballsy enough to ask why. Always ask for answers, and you are in no different position right now. Just because digital is here does not make it easy. Just because the world is in your fingertips does not make it any easier. There's easier ways to get in front of people, but now you have 10 times the competition. Now you have more reasons that you need to be more true to yourself and your clients, more than ever before. Because our cameras, man, our cameras on our phones are shooting at better quality than the cameras we had when we went digital. First 6 years of digital, I think the iPhone right now is shooting better than what that was. Absolutely. So think about that. We were dealing with less than equipment and still creating awesomeness. So those are my 3 tips. I hope you guys got a little bit something out of this. I know yesterday was my Pro Tip Tuesday. I apologize for not putting something out yesterday. Honestly, fall here in New Orleans is our busy season. My desk is full of weddings. I need to develop orders, books I gotta design. I have commercial jobs popping up. There's a huge event next week that's 3 days long. I just have a lot going on. So I love my YouTube channel. I really wish I had more time to do at least 3 videos a week. Right now it's just not happening. And since you guys are following me, I thought you guys should know the life that I do have. It is busy, and you know, I like that. I like busy. But I'm excited to share some news with you guys in the very near future. Have a couple of partnerships for this channel that I'm very happy about, and it all reflects on the quality that I believe in. So thanks for joining me today, guys. This is Focus with GK. I am your humble host, George Kushler, and I hope you stay focused. See you next time.